master at work.
Hey, it's your girl Miss Soncerae here, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. I just wanted to do a basic tutorial on how I do flyers. My homegirl Kim Jackson actually asked me to do a flyer for her for a Flashback Friday event that she is having this month. I actually designed her flyer for another event that we are doing August 20th together. It's called Facebook Live 4. It's basically a panel with a whole bunch of people talking about different topics. It's being held here in Atlanta, but I basically start off with a blank template. I keep looking back at that old flyer. That's an old flashback flyer she had. That's me Googling a background. I initially wanted the background to be black. This is what I do. I do the research first for it. I have to get my mind ready for it. So flashback, 80s, hip hop, anything like that. That's basically what I'm Googling right now, so I can get a whole bunch of images in my mind, that'll help me basically design it. And so I'll just look up other flyers. Like you see, these are a whole bunch of flashback flyers. I saw a boom box that made me extremely interested, and that's just where I started building the flyer off of. I usually put the words that are most important on the flyer. I usually put those words first, okay, and build off of that. And for me, I don't have a lot of time to sit here and consistently build flyers. This is me looking for another background again. I basically take pieces of things that I've Googled and just start sticking them on the flyer. I noticed that this boombox was bad, so I decided to choose another boombox that I thought would look a lot better. I chose this one, and basically you got to kind of blend it in after that. So I changed the color of the background at the top, and basically started cleaning the edges of the flyer so that it could blend in with the background, and I do that with a gradient. And I took the background, as you can see, and used it as a whole nother thing, as not even what I intended to use it for, but that actually turned out better. I kind of fiddle around with fonts all of the time, different colors, different shades, different strokes. I use different features to just make the fonts look extremely well. I love black on blacks and white on whites. To me, it looks a little cleaner, I don't know, it pops out better. This is me cleaning the edges. I use a gradient, a white gradient. I select the background, the same color of the background, to try to clean out the edges of the picture to blend in with the background. Here I go, typing in more words that I need to fix. I actually love the Soncerae Gothic font. So I use that to put old school attire or preferred. But I fiddle around with fonts all the time. Fonts are just my thing. I love to do flyers with words. Make sure you save your work along the way. DJ Cowboy is actually the DJ there, so I was trying to figure out how I was going to get his logo on the flyer. I didn't want to cut it out and just have the words, because you couldn't, because it's like a gradient. So I was like, so I had to take it off, because initially it just didn't look right on the white. So I was like, I'll figure out how to do that later. So here I am putting the time on there, and back looking at other flyers to see what else I can put on the flyer that they didn't send me. Here's where I'm looking for a whole bunch of buttons to try to put words on top of, and I actually found these and decided to use them as just to add some flavor to the boombox onto the edges, to try to make it seem like it was a ribbon wrapped around the boombox in blue. I kind of got off track with that, but that's usually how it happens when I'm building a a flyer. This flyer actually took me an hour. It usually takes me 2 hours to build a flyer. I love vector buttons. I love to create them, but for them actually to be created as a PNG, I can use them on flyers without me having to make them. So I like to use the ones that other people created and just cut them out and use them. It makes me create flyers much faster because I have so many clients. So I went ahead and used that same backdrop as like a banner. I like to use banners I like to put words on top of banners because you can see them clearer. I can work with them better on a banner. You know, I don't like for words to be like on the background. I don't know, it's just this thing I have. I like to stroke words too, as you can see, like how I put an outline over the letters. Finally figured out how to get DJ Cowboy on there looking a little decent. I don't know what they were doing with that old Flashback Fridays flyer with Pam Grier on it. I don't know what that was about, but it's at the same place that I said me and Kim were having our event at. That's Kim's logo right there that I'm sticking on the flyer. The grill at Sugar Creek is the same location for the other event, the Facebook Live 4 event we're doing. And so I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put the grill at Sugar Creek at. So I'll just fiddle around with it and see what it looks like to me first. I always create my flyers square so people can put them as their avatar, their main pic, or to put them Instagram. That's just, you know, what I like to do. Yeah. I figured out where to put the grill. Now I have to put the link, the Eventbrite link. And I basically just try to gather as much as I can and organize the words as much as I can. You know, I like to put pieces on for me to put words on. And so I'm putting the words on here. I'm putting on the admission for the event on this like vector PNG thing I got. And I'm trying to select fonts. I'm like a font junkie. But as I'm doing it, I'm starting to notice that I'm not satisfied with any of those. And it's not even the font or the words. It's that damn sticker that I put, that gray sticker I put in the back. So I got rid of that altogether. And I was like, oh, let me find another sticker. So I found a solid silver one, or silverish grayish one, and decided to use that one. And that one worked out a lot better than that other one. Yeah, you see, it worked out a lot better. Well, at least to me. And so I put the words on there and got that looking better. And so again, I like to change drop shadows, inner shadows, you know, bevels. I like to use all of that stuff on words. I used to have Photoshop, a big Photoshop program, and I decided to go smaller and use Elements. This is Elements that I'm using. And people are like, wow, she uses Photoshop Elements because it's so small, and I just use it as basic. Here's what the end result actually looks like when I got finished doing the flyer. And usually, like I said, it takes me about 2 hours to do a flyer. It took me an hour to do this one because I wanted it to be extremely basic, because her Flashback Friday's basic, the original flyer that had Pam Grier on it, it was very basic. So it was like, I don't want to make it any more complicated than what she already did, but I do want to take Pam Grier off, and I want people to focus on the fact that there's going to be old school music there. And that's usually, you know, what I do. I told you guys I have several sources of income, and this is just one of them right here, graphic design. I know, right? They're like, you're a computer engineer, you're a TV personality, you're a mom, you're a model, you're a motivational speaker, you used to be a minister. I mean, my life is filled. I'm telling you, I apply my damn self. I'm like an octopus. But if you have any graphic design you want me to do, let me know. I'll hook you up, okay? Have vision and stay focused. Bye.